Hey there! So if you struggle with an overly tight jaw when you're singing, or maybe you just aren't sure if you're holding your jaw while you sing and you want to double check, I have an exercise for you and it's super easy. So here's what we do. We gently press your fingers into your cheeks, between your teeth, and we sing. So this is what we do. The jaw unhinges here. We press the fingers here. I can feel my bottom teeth here, and I can feel the top teeth there. So I'll give you a more thorough example in just a second, but I want to tell you why I love this exercise, and there's 4 reasons. So the first one is it gives me instant physical feedback on how my jaw is doing during my song, or how my jaw is doing during the day as I'm warming up. I find that my jaw can be more loose or more tight depending on how I'm managing stress, the number of hours that I'm sleeping, my hormones, etc. So I like to check in with my jaw. The second reason that I love it is it quickly releases the jaw from holding. Can't hold in that position. The third thing is it gives me more vertical space inside my mouth, which is great for improving warmth and richness in the sound. And the last reason I love it, the fourth reason, is it softens the lip activity, which can also free up the sound. So as I'm doing this is unhinging here, right? Lips are softer, they're not so spread or tight. Jaw is unhinged, that's good. That vertical space is being created inside. So those are the 4 reasons why I love to use it. Now, how do I like to use it? Here we go with some examples. So what I'll do is I'll run through an entire song or maybe a warm-up that I love on an ah vowel, checking to see where the jaw may want to come in that day or during that part of the song. So, So I'm sensing, is the jaw getting a little grabby in some places? Today it feels pretty good and pretty relaxed, but if my jaw does get a little grabby, it starts to pull, I can feel it want to come up or just get involved unnecessarily, I'm going to go back to those specific places in my song or in my warm-up and just go over them and over them while feeling the released, unhinged jaw. Now for me, my jaw used to get very active in my passaggio, you know, that place where we're kind of moving from a little bit more of chest voice into a little bit more head voice, or as I'm heading up to my super high notes, as I'm singing in my low chest voice. So for me, my jaw would want to come in places in my voice where there was a sense of change or in the extremes of my range. So these places in my voice would be easy for me to feel maybe a little bit more out of control, a little bit more vulnerable. Maybe I want control, and so I might unconsciously try to use a little extra muscling to feel more secure. Right? So my jaw is the first one that's going to hop on and tell me that it needs to help, right? But truly, this is a false security. And that's why we do this exercise, because we don't need the jaw to help us sing. And with this false security, it's just unnecessary for good singing. But I share this little jaw-grabbing tendency that I used to have, as perhaps you may relate. Now, those are the places in my voice where I had to really work to find balance and just release and relax that jaw and freedom. But you may be different. But this simple exercise will let you know if and when the jaw is starting to be a little bit overactive. So once I feel like that I've worked through some of the kinks in my song or in my warm-up, I'm going to go back and forth in my song between putting my fingers in my cheeks taking them away. So I'll go back and forth, because what I want to do is I want to teach myself to feel that space of and that sense of relaxing that jaw. If it feels good, and then more than likely it's going to sound better as well. Then what I do, after I've done that back and forth business, then I take the hands away all together and I just kind of feel that space. Ah, ah, there we go. That's how I want you to play with it. So that gives you some ways to kind of explore. So remember, it's not about having just a big, open, ginormous mouth, right? It's about kind of just releasing, unhinging the jaw here, right, on either side. And this just gives us a guide to feel that internal space that we desire. Because truly, your jaw could be released here. It could be released here. It could be released here. Right? So while this may be a new position for you, it is not the only position. We want freedom and flexibility in our mouth, in our lips and jaw to express and sing our stories, right? So this is just an exercise to get you started in a place that will heighten your awareness and just remind the jaw that it does not need to help you sing. Remember, jaw is for eating, not for singing. So you can get the job done very well by having this relaxed jaw. Now, if you have a lot of jaw tension, give yourself time and patience to unravel some of this old muscle memory. What I don't want you doing is obsessing. Okay, that obsessing may be some of the same behavior that created the tension in the first place. I speak from experience, okay? So easy does it, little by little, gentle and loving awareness. So just show up each day for yourself, right, with joy and curiosity. Ah, yeah? This is an easy, standard vocal exercise that you can quickly use to find more freedom in your sound and in your songs. Okay, have fun with this. Let me know how it goes. And until next time, rejoice in your voice. Bye-bye.